God says, now listen even more carefully, because this is where everything becomes serious. Up to now, you were being prepared. From this moment onward, you are being positioned. What I am about to do will not only surprise you, it will silence the voices that said you would never make it this far. You have entered a sensitive spiritual window. This is not a normal season. This is not ordinary time. This is a divine intersection, where obedience meets opportunity, where faith meets fulfillment, where patience finally meets promise. If you miss this moment, you will still be blessed, but if you discern it, you will be accelerated. I need you to understand something clearly. The reason your spirit has felt alert, the reason sleep has been different, the reason your emotions have been fluctuating is because your destiny has come close enough to disturb your comfort. You can feel it even if you cannot explain it. There are decisions approaching you that look small on the surface but carry generational weight. One yes will unlock years of delay. One no will protect you from years of regret. This is why I am asking you to stay connected to my voice and not your emotions. The enemy knows he is running out of time with you. That is why distractions increased. That is why misunderstandings multiplied. That is why old temptations resurfaced. He is trying to pull you backward before I push you forward. Do not fall for it. I am about to expose something that was hidden from you. Not to embarrass you, but to free you. A truth about a person. A truth about a situation. A truth about yourself. When you see it, things will finally make sense. The confusion will lift, and clarity will rush in like light after darkness. You were wondering why certain prayers were not answered the way you expected. You thought silence meant rejection. But silence was protection. If I had answered too early, you would have settled for less than what you asked me for. I was not withholding, I was upgrade. Very soon, you will step into a room, physically or spiritually, that will change how people see you. Your voice will carry authority. Your presence will carry weight. Not because of pride, but because of the anointing I placed on your life through suffering. Someone who once ignored you will suddenly need you. Someone who once doubted you will seek your advice. Someone who once walked away will wonder how you rose so quietly. Do not boast. Let my work speak. There is a blessing approaching you that will not look like what you imagined, but it will feel like peace. It will not be loud, but it will be stable. It will not be rushed, but it will be secure. This is the blessing that remains. I am also removing counterfeit blessings from your life. Things that looked good but drained you. Relationships that felt exciting but weakened you. Opportunities that paid well but cost your soul. Do not mourn what I remove. Thank me later. Your faith has been tested, not because it was weak, but because it was valuable. Gold is tested by fire. And now that the fire has done its work, you are about to shine without effort. Pay attention to the signs around you. Repeated words. Repeated numbers. Repeated messages. Repeated confirmations. I am speaking in patterns because I want you to be certain. This next move is not a guess. It is guided. There will be a moment very soon when fear tries one last time to speak loudly. It will say, what if this fails? What if you are wrong? What if you lose everything? When that moment comes, remember this: obedience always looks risky before the miracle happens. I am calling you higher, and higher always feels lonely at first. Some people cannot follow you because they are not assigned to your next level. Do not resent them. Release them. Bless them. Keep moving. You are about to witness me defend you publicly. Where you were misjudged, I will clarify. Where you were blamed, I will reveal the truth. Where you were overlooked, I will spotlight you. Something sudden is approaching. Sudden clarity. Sudden opportunity. Sudden relief. Sudden breakthrough. You will say, God, this happened fast, but I will say, no, this was prepared slowly. I am restoring what you thought was permanently lost. Not always in the same form, but in greater function. What you lost taught you. What is coming will reward you. Be careful not to shrink when elevation arrives. Do not apologize for growth. Do not feel guilty for outgrowing places I already delivered you from. Gratitude does not require staying small. This is not the season to hide. This is the season to rise quietly, confidently, and obediently. You do not need to announce anything. Just move when I say move. Heaven is watching how you respond now. Angels are assigned to this phase. Doors are aligning. Resistance is breaking. And what once felt heavy will soon feel light. You are closer than you think. You are chosen, not forgotten. Prepared, not delayed. Protected, not abandoned. Stay alert. Stay faithful. Stay ready. What happens next will confirm everything I have spoken. God says, this is the part where the story reverses. This is where what tried to destroy you begins to collapse on its own. You are entering a phase where you will no longer need to explain yourself, defend yourself, or prove your worth. I am stepping in, and when I step in, things change suddenly. For a long time, you were misunderstood. People judged your silence as weakness. They mistook your patience for lack of ability. They thought because you did not respond, you did not know. But I saw everything. I heard every word spoken behind your back. I recorded every injustice. And now, the season of silence is ending. There is a shaking coming, not to you, but around you. Structures built on lies will not survive this phase. People who manipulated, delayed, or blocked you will be exposed without you lifting a finger. What they planned in secret will come to light in public. This is divine justice, not revenge. Do not celebrate too early. Do not speak arrogantly. Just watch. When I defend my chosen, I do it in a way that leaves no confusion. Those who doubted you will witness the shift. Those who mocked your faith will be forced to acknowledge my hand. I am removing opposition that you thought was permanent. Some battles will end simply because the enemy is being relocated. Some resistance will disappear because the assignment against you has expired. You did not win because you fought harder, you won because you endured longer. You are about to experience a reversal that feels unreal. The same situation that caused you stress will now create peace. God says, this is the part you were not sure would ever come. This is the area where your heart learned to guard itself. This is where disappointment tried to convince you that love was not meant for you. But listen carefully now, because I am speaking directly to that place you stopped talking about. I know what you went through. I know how deeply it affected you. The betrayal you never fully explained. The promises that were made and then broken. The prayers you prayed quietly, asking me if real love was still possible for you. You smiled in public, but inside you questioned whether trusting again was worth the risk. You were not wrong for hoping. You were not weak for loving deeply. You were not foolish for believing. You were simply early. And I do not punish hearts that love sincerely, I protect them. There was a season where I allowed distance between you and what you desired, not because I wanted you to suffer, but because I wanted to heal you properly. I refused to rush your heart into another wound. I refused to give you a relationship that would repeat the same pain in a different form. You asked me why it felt like everyone else was moving forward while you were standing still. You wondered why love came easily to others but felt complicated for you. What you did not see was that I was rewriting your standards, not lowering them. I was teaching you discernment, not fear. The next connection in your life will not begin with chaos. It will not require you to beg for attention. It will not confuse you. It will not compete with your peace. It will feel calm, clear, and secure, because it will be built on alignment, not desperation. I am preparing someone who has also been through loss. Someone who understands silence. Someone who learned maturity through pain. Someone who does not need to be fixed, because I have already been working on them when you were not looking. You may not recognize them immediately. They may not arrive the way you imagined. But your SPI will recognize safety before your emotions recognize excitement. Pay attention to peace. Pay attention to consistency. Pay attention to respect. Do not compare this season to your past. What hurt you before will not hurt you again. You are no longer the same person, and neither is what I am sending to you. This connection will meet you at your level of growth, not your level of trauma. There will be moments when fear tries to whisper, "What if this ends the same way?" That voice is not wisdom, it is memory. Do not let yesterday's pain sabotage tomorrow's promise. I am restoring your ability to trust without losing yourself. I am teaching you how to love without abandoning your boundaries. I am showing you that commitment does not have to feel like captivity. Some of you will experience reconciliation, not because someone changed their words, but because they changed their heart. Others will experience replacement, not because you were forgotten, but because you deserved better. Both are acts of my mercy. Marriage is not delayed in your life, it is protected. I am not interested in temporary connections for you. I am interested in covenant. In partnership. In unity that strengthens purpose instead of distracting from it. The person I am aligning with you will not compete with your calling. They will support it. They will not drain your energy. They will multiply it. They will not rush you. They will walk with you. You will notice that conversations feel different. There is understanding without explaining everything. There is patience without pressure. There is affection without manipulation. This is how you will know it is me. Do not be surprised if this season requires you to let go of an old picture you held in your mind. Sometimes I fulfill promises differently so that you do not idolize the promise instead of trusting the promise giver. I'm healing wounds you thought had already healed. Layers you did not know were still sensitive. Memories that shaped your reactions. You are about to experience a reversal that feels unreal. The same situation that caused you stress will now create peace. The same place that rejected you will now recognize you. The same people who overlooked you will now speak your name differently. There is a door opening that cannot be closed, because it is backed by heaven. No opinion can stop it. No delay can cancel it. No jealousy can block it. When I open a door, even your enemies become witnesses. You were attacked because you carried something rare. You were resisted because you were assigned to change something. You were tested because what is coming requires maturity, not emotion. And now, because you passed the test, I am releasing the reward. Something legal will resolve. Something financial will unlock. Something relational will realign. Something spiritual will activate. It will not happen slowly. It will happen in waves. You will wake up one day and realize the pressure is gone. The fear is gone. The confusion is gone. And peace, real peace, has taken its place. Be careful in this season not to return to old habits. Victory requires discipline. Do not reconnect with what I disconnected you from. Do not explain yourself to people I already removed. Do not doubt what I already confirmed. I am giving you discernment sharper than before. You will sense intentions before words are spoken. You will feel warnings before danger appears. You will recognize alignment instantly. This is not paranoia, this is protection. Someone who once had power over you will lose influence. Someone who once controlled access will no longer be relevant. Someone who thought they could delay you will watch you move forward without them. This is not punishment, it is repositioning. I am elevating you quietly, but securely. Your next level will not require constant struggle. It will require consistency. It will require obedience. It will require trust. But it will not require begging. You will notice that your reactions are changing. Watch how quickly peace replaces anxiety in this area of your life. Watch how your prayers change from, God, protect my heart, to, God, thank you for this stability. Watch how hope returns naturally. This will not be rushed. This will not be forced. This will not be confusing. It will unfold with clarity and confirmation. And when it happens, you will realize that every delay made sense. Every ending protected you. Every lonely season prepared you. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not difficult to love. You are prepared for the right love. Stay open. Stay discerning. Stay faithful. Because what I am bringing into your life will not only love you, it will honor you. God says, now I am speaking to the area you worried about the most but talked about the least. The place where fear tried to settle quietly. The place where responsibility felt heavy and uncertainty felt constant. I know the pressure you have carried regarding provision, stability, and direction. I know how often you asked me to help you without letting anyone else see the stress. You did not imagine the struggle. It was real. The delays were real. The closed doors were real. But hear me clearly now, this season is changing. What felt stuck is about to move. What felt limited is about to expand. What felt uncertain is about to become clear. There has been a financial cycle around you that was never meant to be permanent. A pattern of just enough. A pattern of effort without reward. A pattern of working harder but seeing little progress. That cycle is breaking. Not because you suddenly became stronger, but because the time of release has arrived. I allowed you to experience lack so you would learn wisdom, not fear. I allowed you to face pressure so you would learn stewardship, not panic. I allowed you to wait so you would not misuse what I am about to entrust to you. Wealth without wisdom destroys. Provision with purpose builds. Very soon, an opportunity will present itself that looks different from what you expected. It may not come through the usual channels. It may not come from the people you relied on before. It may even come from a place you stopped considering. Do not dismiss it too quickly. Ask me before you decide. This next opportunity will require courage. It will stretch your comfort zone. It will ask you to trust me beyond logic. But it will also align with your gifts, your experience, and your growth. I am not sending you something random. I am connecting you to what you were prepared for during the waiting season. Some of you will experience a sudden increase. Others will experience a steady elevation. Do not compare the pace. Comparison kills gratitude. I'm also exposing where fear has been influencing your financial decisions. The hesitation. The overthinking. The settling. Fear kept you small longer than necessary. Now faith will lead you forward wisely, not recklessly. You are about to receive clarity regarding your career path. Confusion will lift. Options will narrow. Direction will sharpen. You will know what to pursue, what to release, and what to prepare for next. This clarity is not accidental, it is instruction. There will be a moment when you realize you no longer feel desperate. You no longer feel behind. You no longer feel embarrassed about where you are. That is healing. And from that healed place, I will multiply what you touch. Do not underestimate the skills you gained during struggle. Do not minimize the experience you earned in hidden seasons. What you learned while surviving will now serve you while thriving. Someone will recognize your value unexpectedly. Someone will speak your name in rooms you are not in. Someone will recommend you without being asked. This is favor, not manipulation. This is alignment, not luck. Be disciplined with what I give you. Increase will come, but so will responsibility. Manage well what arrives. Do not return to old habits. Do not impress people. Build stability. Create margin. Think long term. I am not blessing you just to make you comfortable. I am blessing you to make you effective. There are people connected to your obedience. There are doors that will open for others because you walked through yours correctly. Some financial burdens will lift quietly. A bill resolved. A debt reduced. A consistent flow replacing inconsistency. You will look back and realize the stress faded gradually, but completely. This season will also test your priorities. Money reveals alignment. Do not let provision replace devotion. Let it support purpose, not compete with it. I will continue to guide you if you stay teachable. You will no longer feel ashamed of wanting more. Wanting growth. God says, this is not the beginning of the journey and this is not the end, but this is the final test before the release. Everything up to now has been preparation. Everything from here forward will be confirmation. What you do next matters more than you realize. I am speaking to you now because the atmosphere around you is changing rapidly. You are standing at the edge of a major transition. This is the moment where many people lose focus, get distracted, or act emotionally, and delay what I was ready to complete. Do not let that be you. There will be temptation to react instead of respond. To speak instead of stay silent. To rush instead of wait. This is the test. Not of your strength, but of your maturity. You have already proven your faith in hard seasons. Now you must prove your obedience in the calm before the breakthrough. Something will happen that feels unnecessary. An unexpected delay. A strange instruction. A moment where it feels like I am asking you to pause when everything in you wants to move. Trust me. This pause is protection. This restraint is strategy. The enemy's last attempt is not to destroy you, it is to distract you. He knows he cannot stop what I approved, so he is trying to pull your attention away from it. Be alert. Not everything that demands your reaction deserves your response. I am sharpening your spiritual authority right now. That is why I am teaching you restraint. Authority is not loud. Authority is controlled. Authority knows when to move and when to remain still. What you ignore in this season will be just as important as what you pursue. Very soon, you will feel a clear internal release. A sense of now. When that moment comes, do not hesitate. Do not overthink. Do not consult fear. Move with confidence. That release will be unmistakable. There are blessings prepared that will only activate when you pass this final test. Not because I am withholding, but because timing protects outcomes. Too early ruins it. Too late weakens it. Am also watching how you treat people who cannot go with you. How you speak about them. How you release them. Elevation without character creates pride. Elevation with humility creates legacy. Choose legacy. Some people will try to reconnect now, not because they changed, but because they sense the shift. Use discernment, not emotion. Everyone who recognizes your value is not assigned to your future. I am sealing doors behind you permanently. Do not knock on them again. Nostalgia is not guidance. Familiarity is not confirmation. What I closed was necessary for where you are going.